What is your biggest art weakness? For me, it's definitely coloring, rendering, uh, painting, anything that has to do with color. I'm kind of struggling with that. And so in this video of the art cloud, I am going to be painting and trying to figure this thing out. So I got 4 portraits I want to paint in this video. So let's just get right into it. All right, so instead of relying on my sketch, I turned that off and I just started painting with color. And so same thing with this portrait here. I always like to start with a sketch. That's what I'm most comfortable doing. And so that's what I begin with. And I create a layer underneath that sketch layer and block out all my shapes of color on that layer. And once I get to a point that I'm comfortable with where the painting is at, I will turn off that sketch layer and just start painting. All right, so these are the 2 studies I did, 30 minutes each. And I was just having fun with this. Like I said, my weakness is color and rendering. And so the only way to get better at it is to just do it. And I encourage you to do the same. Make it fun and attack this head on. That's what I did here in these studies. These are only 30 minutes as well. So of course I could go in and add a lot more to this and just really render it and take it to a finished level. But these are just some studies, and so I do want to move on to the last 2 images I have. And also I encourage you to experiment with the brushes that you use. In Clip Studio Paint, they have a lot of different paint brushes that you can use. For this first study, I used a oil paint brush. And for this one, I just used the marker brush, marker pen. And I wanted to experiment with these different brushes because I wanted to see how the style would differ when I used a flat brush over here on the right versus a oil paint type of brush. And you can definitely tell that there's a difference between the 2 brushes, and there's a little bit of a style difference as well. So all in all, I'm having fun with this, and what I've learned just through these studies is just that you really want to paint the light and shadow first, paint all the big shapes, and then move into the smaller details. Especially for this one, it was hard for me to continue drawing this one because I didn't like how it started, but that's just how it goes. Especially with this one, because there was no blending, it kind of felt hard for me to move forward with this, but I do like how it came out. When I was drawing it, I was just trying to make sure I was drawing all the shadow shapes first, and you can see that in the sketch that I did. I kind of outlined this shape here, and same thing for this face. The shadow is just along the face here and under the neck. And so that's what I'm keeping in mind when I'm coloring these things or painting these. And another good way to practice doing these is another cool way to practice painting is value studies. For this, I just wanted to actually go in with color, but if you select the reference image that you have and go to brightness setting and the color or the layer modes, brightness, and if it's in a folder, you have to make sure that the folder is on the through setting. And so that way you can do a value study. But for these, I just wanted to do color studies. That makes it a little bit more fun. And like I said, I want to improve on color because that is my biggest weakness. And overall, I'm having fun with this. And it's cool how the colors interact and how I blended the colors, especially in this flat one, because I was only using a flat brush. I had to kind of layer colors to do blending, but like to imply some type of blending. So that was fun. But now what I'm going to do is go ahead and paint these two. And it's cool, like, just pick pictures that look interesting to you. I picked this one because of the mood of the picture. It's very, like, almost serene and peaceful. And this is very dramatic as well. So I want to make sure I get that mood across in the painting that I do, or the study that I do. So yeah, let's get into it. All right, so as you can see, I've got 3 studies I've done, and overall they were a lot of fun to do. The first 2 took 30 minutes, and like I said, very fun. The third one was the most challenging because I didn't think it was going to be good at first, and of course it is a study. I am just practicing, but I'm really happy with how it turned out because it's tight. I like it. So just keep having fun with it. For these studies, I'm just keeping it on one layer so that I don't have to worry about layer management or anything. I just want to get these studies down as quick as possible, and so that's what I'm doing. This last one is going to be fun to do. Same thing, I want to keep it to around 30 to 40 minute study. And so I'm gonna do a 30-minute study of this portrait. I'm gonna have fun with it, and I kind of want to try and stylize it even more. The first one I was really going for more realistic kind of a look, but the more I progress in these studies, I want to try and stylize them even more. And so with this last study, I want to try and do a more manga inspired, anime inspired kind of a portrait. And so yeah, I'm gonna have fun. You can tell in the last one I did, the third one, I had a lot of fun. Just added some abstract colors to the portrait, and that just made it a little bit more fun for me. And so you can do the same thing. It might not look like I'm struggling with color, but I feel like this is a struggle for me. So just gotta keep practicing and get these reps in. So that's what this video is about. This Art Cloud episode is just getting in those reps. And I just want to encourage everybody to push past our weaknesses and practice them, whether it be anatomy, color, whatever it is. Just keep going. And as you can see, I'm definitely improving and can't wait to see how much better I can get. So let's get started on this last portrait. All right, so these are all the studies I did for today, and I'm really happy with how they came out. Definitely challenged myself, and overall it was fun to do. But yeah, let me know what your art weakness is and how you plan on improving it. For me, it's definitely painting, and so that's why I wanted to do these studies today and really explore color and try and understand rendering and painting a lot better. I had a lot of fun doing these. My favorite one is the third one. It looks really cool. I like how it turned out, and I like the abstraction of the colors in the hair and stuff. So, but yeah, let me know what your art weakness is, how you're improving it, and how you are going about getting better. There's a lot of things I want to get better at with my artwork, and this is just a start, you know. It's all about getting those reps in and just challenging ourselves to get better, and I just had a lot of fun doing this. So try this out. If you want to get better at painting, try this out. Try some different brushes. Maybe you have a certain brush that you like better. Maybe you prefer a certain style, but yeah, try something new and go do some studies. I really want to get good at painting landscapes as well, so, but you know, just one step at a time. So portraits, characters, faces, having a lot of fun, and I hope this inspires you and encourages you to keep on practicing. So that's it for this video. I will see you in the next one, and peace out.